The narrative opens with a teenage girl named Hang Gongju being questioned by her school teachers. During the discussion, she says that she enjoys singing and firmly states that whatever incident occurred was not her responsibility. Despite this, the teachers decide to expel her and instruct her to transfer to another school. At this point, the audience is still unaware of what exactly happened to her, as the truth is revealed later in the story. Once she's expelled, Gongju is left uncertain about her future and has no idea what steps to take next. At that moment, her teacher, Mr. Lee, steps in to help her. He assists Gongju in getting admitted to a different school located in another city. Although she successfully enrolls, she has nowhere to live. With no other solution available, Mr. Lee suggests that Gongju temporarily stay at his mother's house. His mother, Miss Cho, initially refuses to let an unfamiliar girl stay with her. After persistent persuasion from Mr. Lee, she finally agrees, but only allows Gongju to stay for 1 week. The following day, Gongju attends her new school for the first time. Her teacher introduces her to the class, and after school ends, she goes straight to a cyber cafe. Using an old phone number, she tries to search for her mother's address. In truth, her mother lives in the same city with her second husband, but Gongju is unable to find any useful information at the cafe. Afterward, she goes directly to Miss Cho's convenience store and helps her with the work there. Observing Gongju's sincerity and willingness to help, Miss Cho slowly begins to soften toward her. The next day, after classes, Gongju notices a group of girls practicing singing. The moment one of the girls spots her, she suddenly runs away. Later on, Gongju attends her swimming lesson. Since transferring to the new school, she has unexpectedly developed a strong interest in swimming. After practice, while changing her clothes, she softly hums a song. Outside the room, Yoonhee hears her voice and secretly records her singing. Yoonhee, who leads the school's singing group, later approaches Gongju and compliments her voice. She excitedly tells Gongju that joining the group could help her achieve something remarkable. Expecting Gongju to be happy, Yoonhee is taken aback when she reacts with anger and firmly refuses to join. After this encounter, Gongju decides to search for her mother once again. Eventually, she finds her working at a convenience store in the city. Seeing her mother after 3 long years fills Gongju with happiness, as if she has finally found a reason to keep living. However, her mother responds coldly and tells her never to come back. Gongju is devastated. After spending 3 years searching, she is rejected in a single moment. Crushed by sorrow, she silently turns around and walks away. The next day at school, Gongju notices that the singing classroom is empty. Seizing the opportunity, she picks up a guitar and begins to sing. Unaware that Yoonhee and the rest of the singing group are standing outside, she pours her heart into the song. Completely mesmerized by her voice, they listen quietly. The instant Gongju realizes they are watching, she stops singing and leaves the room. Yoonhee and the group follow her, praising her talent and once again inviting her to join them, but Gongju refuses and walks away. A week later, it is time for Gongju to leave Miss Cho's house. She packs her things and goes to say goodbye to Miss Cho. Instead of letting her go, Miss Cho stops her and tells her that she can stay for as long as she wishes. Hearing this, Gongju feels overwhelmed with happiness and decides to remain there. The following day, Gongju finally joins the school singing group and they begin practicing together every day. After her swimming sessions, Gongju continues helping Miss Cho at the store and slowly starts forming positive connections with the people around her. One day, her former teacher, Mr. Lee, comes to visit her. He tells her that the boys connected to the incident from her past are unlikely to escape punishment because there was strong evidence against them. Hearing this gives Gongju a small sense of relief, as if a heavy burden has eased slightly. A few days later, Gongju's friends excitedly tell her that they secretly sent her music video to an entertainment agency and the agency loved it. They even expressed interest in meeting her. Expecting her to be happy, her friends are stunned when Gongju reacts with anger instead. She firmly warns them never to interfere in her personal life again and storms off. After school, Yoonhee tries to speak with her, but Gongju ignores her at first. Yoonhee, however, does not take this personally. Calm and understanding, she asks Gongju what is wrong and why she would want to give up such a promising opportunity. Hearing Yoonhee's gentle and supportive words, Gongju's anger slowly fades. Yoonhee then invites her to her home. During their conversation, Yoonhee jokingly asks whether Gongju has ever kissed a boy. Gongju replies that she has kissed 44 boys. Yoonhee laughs, assuming it's a joke, but the reality behind those words is far more disturbing. Gongju was the victim of a horrifying incident involving a group of 44 boys, which is the true reason she was expelled from her previous school. One night, she suddenly receives a call from her father asking her to meet him at a restaurant. When she arrives, he hands her a blank sheet of paper and tells her to sign it. When she asks for an explanation, he refuses to give one. The next day at school, her friends ask her about her dreams and what she wants to do with her life. Gongju responds that she has only one dream: to learn how to swim at least 25 meters. Everyone laughs, unaware that this goal holds a much deeper meaning for her. That night, while heading home, Gongju receives a call from Mr. Lee. He urgently asks her whether she has signed any documents. When she confirms that she has, he becomes alarmed and scolds her, warning her never to sign anything without fully understanding it. Feeling uneasy, Gongju repeatedly calls her father after reaching home, but he never answers. In that moment, she realizes that her father has betrayed her as well. The next day at school, Gongju is shocked to discover that her friends have uploaded her music video online. Panic and fear overwhelm her as she yells at them to delete it immediately. Hurt by her reaction, one of the girls bitterly remarks that no one likes her because of her attitude. Later, while Gongju is sitting in class, a group of adults suddenly enters the room and surrounds her. They are the parents of the boys involved in her past trauma. They pressure her to sign a document, but Gongju, terrified and shaking, manages to break free and hides in another room. At this point, the story shifts into a flashback, revealing Gongju's life in her hometown. She used to work at a convenience store, sometimes running it alone. One day, while she is by herself, a boy named Kim enters the store. He is the owner's son and is often bullied at school. Without paying, he takes several bags of chips and bottles of cold drinks. Curious, Gongju peeks outside and sees him handing the items to a group of boys waiting nearby. At school, Gongju had only one friend, Hawk, and the two girls lived together in a small apartment. Kim, who is Hawk's boyfriend, frequently visited them. One day, when Gongju returns home, she finds Kim drinking with several of his friends. She immediately tells them to leave. As they walk out, she warns them to stop taking advantage of Kim and bullying him. This angers the leader of the group, who begins verbally attacking Gongju before suddenly stabbing Kim in the stomach with a stapler. Terrified, Gongju calls the police and reports that boys have broken into her home and are attacking her friend. Before she can finish explaining, one of the boys grabs her phone and tells the officer that it was only a prank call. After that incident, the boys start coming to Gongju's house repeatedly. She feels completely powerless, unable to stop them. One day, the leader secretly mixes drugs into a glass of alcohol and gives it to Kim, ordering him to make Gongju drink it. Kim approaches her and insists that she drink. When she refuses, he pressures her, saying the boys will only leave if she does. Not fully understanding the danger, Gongju eventually gives in and drinks it. Soon after, she loses control of her body and the boys take advantage of the situation. They assault both Gongju and Wok and record the entire incident. During this horrifying moment, Kim's father arrives at the scene. He witnesses everything but does nothing. He simply takes his son and leaves, acting as if nothing has happened. After the incident, Wok, unable to cope with the trauma, ends her life by jumping into the river. The story then returns to the present. Miss Cho's boyfriend, who works as a police officer, brings Gongju home from school and tells Miss Cho about her past. While they are discussing it, Gongju comes downstairs with her back, prepared to leave. She says goodbye to Miss Cho and walks towards the door. Miss Cho's boyfriend follows her and stops her, handing her Kim's bail papers. He insists that Kim is innocent and claims he was forced into the situation. Despite his pleas, Gongju refuses to sign. To her, Kim is just as guilty as the others. That night, Gongju stays at a shelter and repeatedly calls her father, but he never answers. In desperation, she calls Mr. Lee. He tells her that the situation has escalated and that the story has spread across newspapers nationwide. He also reveals that her father has completely betrayed her by taking all the petition money and disappearing. Meanwhile, Yoon-hee and her friends learn the truth about Gongju's past and are deeply saddened. Wanting to support her, Yoon-hee sends her a message, telling her that none of it was her fault and begging her to come back. In the final scene, Gongju stands on a bridge holding her back. Without hesitation, she jumps into the river. As she falls, a voice from her past echoes in her mind, her friend asking why she wants to learn how to swim. Gongju's answer follows. In the end, she chooses life. Instead of sinking, Gongju begins to swim, breaking free from her past and moving towards survival and a new beginning.